Yeah, so it's about to go down. Oh my God. JD Vance went to Greenland and he's yeah. Oh, are you ready for this? Are we taking Greenland? Hold on.
There was a lot of criticism from Denmark, a lot of attacks at the Trump administration, at the president, at me, at others in our administration for saying the obvious, which is that Denmark hasn't done a good job at keeping Greenland safe. And one of the things I heard was, well, what about the many Danes who lost their lives in the war on terror fighting alongside the United States? Well, look, we obviously honor the sacrifice of our Danish friends in the war on terror 20 years ago, just as, for example, the French honor the sacrifice of Americans in Normandy 80 years ago. But recognizing that there are important security partnerships in the past does not mean that we can't have disagreements with allies in the present about how to preserve our shared security for the future. And that's what this is about. There is no amount of bullying, no amount of obfuscating, no amount of confusing the issue. Our message to Denmark is very simple. You have not done a good job by the people of Greenland. You have underinvested in the people of Greenland, and you have underinvested in the security architecture of this incredible, beautiful landmass filled with incredible people. That has to change. And because it hasn't changed, this is why President Trump's policy in Greenland is what it is.
Yeah. Trump had came out and he said that, yeah, we need Greenland. We need them as much as they need us.
We need Greenland, very importantly, for international security. We have to have Greenland. It's not a question of, do you think we can do without it? We can. If you look at Greenland right now, if you look at the waterways, you have Chinese and Russian ships all over the place. And we're not going to be able to do that. We're not relying on Denmark or anybody else to take care of that situation.
Yeah, so apparently Americans, most leftists, and even people on the right are freaking out over this. They don't think this is a good idea. And JD Vance showed up to Greenland. At first his wife went there, then he went there. And yeah, he's talking about taking Greenland. Now, obviously they got reporters there that oppose this. And yeah, this is JD Vance's answer to that.
The president said today that we have to have Greenland. By being here today, are you also conveying that message that the U.S. is very serious in its desire to acquire Greenland?
Well, the president said we have to have Greenland, and I think that we do have to be more serious about the security of Greenland. We can't just ignore this place. We can't just ignore the president's desires, but most importantly, we can't ignore what I said earlier, which is the Russian and Chinese encroachment in Greenland. We have to do more. Now, what the president said in his State of the Union address, and he was very clear about this, is we respect the self-determination of the people of Greenland. But my argument again to them is I think that you'd be a lot better coming under the United States security umbrella than you have been under Denmark's security umbrella. Because what Denmark's security umbrella...
Okay. Anybody from Greenland watching? Anybody from Denmark watching? What do you think? Like, this sounds like a 2-for-1 special. This sounds like the smart thing to do if you're people in Greenland, but many people disagree. They think that the United States of America is trying to force the issue of taking Greenland. And some are even, JD does look funny here. Let me make sure, because he's already become a meme everywhere. But yeah, so the argument would be the United States of America needs it for security purposes, also because of Russia and China. And because we need it for our security, we're giving them all the security in the world. Is this something that we need to do?
Denmark's security umbrella has meant is effectively they've passed it all off to brave Americans and hope that we would pick up the tab. We're simply saying to the people of Greenland, when the president says we've got to have Greenland, he's saying this island is not safe. A lot of people are interested in it. A lot of people are making a play. We know that America cares about the security of this island for the sake of the people of Greenland, but also for the sake of the national security interests of the United States of America. So our message is very simple. Yes, the people of Greenland are going to have self-determination. We hope that they choose to partner with the United States because we're the only nation on earth that will respect their sovereignty and respect their security, because their security is very much our security, as these brave Americans show.
Well, there you go. Yeah. it sounds like the Trump administration is very serious about this, like extremely serious about getting Greenland, just because of tensions all around the world. And if any other country comes in and steps in and gets them, or I don't know, it sounds like the Trump administration knows a lot more than they're telling, as far as, hey, these people can be in danger or are in danger or are about to put us in danger, and we got to make the first move. Oh yeah, so I saw this as well. Jesse Waters, Jesse Waters was pissed off everybody on the left with this video right here.
And being friendly to the world is what got us in this mess. We're not in high school. We don't need friends. Every country puts their interest first. And when our interests align, we can do business. And when they don't, that's life. If we have to burn down a few bridges with Denmark to take Greenland, we're big boys. We dropped A-bombs on Japan, and now they're our top ally in the Pacific. We may have to burn a bridge to build a big, beautiful new one to the next generation. America's not handcuffed by history. Trump knows what we need. And being friendly to the world is what got us in this mess.
Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Yeah. Even Fox News is very serious about this. Yeah. So the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Okay, he posted a video. America stands with Greenland, and he posted this video. Let's check it out.
Silence of the tundra, a bond was born, not from treaties or trade, but from blood and bravery. While Germany controlled Europe, the Nazis set their sights on the Arctic. Greenland became an unwitting combatant, and the United States stepped in, not to conquer, but to protect. In 1943, nearly 1,000 American soldiers with 4 chaplains set sail from New York to Greenland, carrying with them hope, duty, and a quiet fear. But their ship was torpedoed by a Nazi U-boat, and the frigid waters of the North Atlantic became a grave. Those 4 chaplains gave up their life vests, giving their lives so that others might live, to protect America and Greenland. Their sacrifices helped win our freedom, and we will never forget. Together, Americans and Greenlanders stood as sentinels at the top of the world.
This was actually reposted by Pete Hegseth, but it was originally posted by Trump. Oh wow. Yeah, this is we're going to do it. We're getting Greenland, boys. Okay, it's not funny. A lot of people think this is crazy. I don't think this is why. Okay, let's Charlie Kirk says, I understand that many Danes feel attached to Greenland, and I'm sure that some Greenlanders feel attached to Denmark. But the blunt truth is that Greenland matters far and far more for the United States than it does for Denmark, and that both countries and the Greenlanders themselves would benefit a transfer of Greenland to the United States sovereignty. This is Charlie Kirk. This post went extremely viral. For nearly a century, Greenland security has been handled more by America than Denmark. During World War II, the U.S. occupied Greenland and on Denmark's behalf, even before entering the war against Nazi Germany. In 1951, the Greenland Defense Agreement gave the United States of America forces almost total free access to Greenland territory and let us build the Thule Air Base, a crucial piece of Arctic, I want to make sure I get that right, defense network. This makes sense. Greenland is a vital security interest for the United States, but it isn't for Denmark. America is bounded by 2 oceans, the east and the west, and of course, Greenland to the north. For Denmark, Greenland is simply a dependency 2,000 miles away. America is large enough to handle Greenland's defense easily. Denmark is not. There are more men in the Russian or Chinese militaries than there are adult men in Denmark. Damn, we're going at Denmark like that. Under Denmark, Greenland has yet become self-sufficient, partly because properly developing its economy is simply too costly. A recent analysis estimated it will cost about $17 billion to get the island's economy off the ground. That's way too much for Denmark, but for America, that's easily achievable. Yeah, I mean, we spend billions of dollars on all this stuff anyways. Above all the people of Greenland deserve self-determination. But the people, the United States of America, of course, us, should be clear that we have everything to offer Greenland's people and a lot to offer Denmark as well. This isn't a win-lose situation. It's a win-win for all of us. Oh yeah, we're very serious about this. we're very serious about this, guys. This is it's going down. And JD Vance was just out there. And of course, the mainstream media is losing its mind because people think that Trump is going to force his way in. And is he? Good question. What do you think? Do we need Greenland? Are we going to take it? Stay tuned.